Hey yo, what it do? What it do? It's your boy Asshole Pop.
Hey yo, it's your boy Feel Good.
We back with another episode of the Cold Field Show.
Hey, you already know it's about to get super spicy, you heard?
You know what I'm saying? So what? Without further ado, let's just get right the fuck into it.
Hey, yeah. Oh!
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Let's go, boy.
Hey, I be confused. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Today Wednesday, right?
It's Wednesday,
All right,
you already
look.
know it.
When you do as much shit as I do, you don't got time to worry about what day it is. I really be fucked up, you know what I'm saying? But look, man, tonight we got a special guest in the building. Y'all know we don't ever share the stage unless we got too many people up here or unless we got somebody special up here. Tonight, man, turn that shit down, boy. I can hear you, boy. I can hear you, my boy. Nah, but you know, tonight we got a special guest in the building, man. We want to introduce. Matter of fact, we're going to let you introduce yourself. Go ahead and tell the people who you is, man.
I'm just Tyrell Davis, man. That's it.
Say, nah.
Davis,
Just Tyrell Davis. I feel it, man. I feel it. Humble, man. Look, now
Mr. Humble right now.
I don't really like to use the word humble because anybody that know the true definition of the word humble is not rooted in goodness. You should never think down on yourself. But that man just humbly introduced himself, not to talk down on himself, but to just he keeping his grace. You know what I'm saying? So look, man, let's get into it. Tonight's episode is Menace to Community Activists. Now, what do we mean by that, man? Look.
Let's talk about it.
On a journey from growing from a boy to a man, we all experience things. You feel me? We all go through different things and make different choices in life, right? That mold us and that make us who we are. And truthfully, a lot of us make some questionable choices on the road, especially when coming from our community.
Facts.
African American community. A little bit of poverty, a little bit of struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got what we got. And we got to play them cards how we dealt, right?
Absolutely.
And a lot of times, them cards lead us down a bad, you know what I'm saying, bad stretch of road. Many of us was gangbangers. Many of us was hustlers in the sense of illegal hustles. You know what I'm saying? Drug dealers, street niggas, shit like that. And it molded us. Now we fathers, grown men. You know what I'm saying? And it's time to tell our story, man. A lot of people is excited about you coming up here tonight.
I ain't think it would happen like that, though, man.
I'm not gonna lie, you honestly might be the most hyped up guest. Like, we done had Money Mike up here. We done had a couple ladies, nice looking ladies up here.
Mike Gosa?
Yeah, we done had Mike Gosa up here talk about, you know, the business and everything. He even had some controversy going on at the time. We brought him up here doing, but still, we have never gotten the receivement for a guest the way that we got for you. We already at 22 viewers and it ain't doing nothing but going up. Everybody man. Stopping in right now saying what's up to you. Man, look. What up, Rocky? What up, Rocky out there in Arizona? What up, Mace, man? We appreciate you tapping in. Everybody that's in right now, please hit the share button and hit the heart button one time and let's get this going, man. Look, let's top right into it, man. From menace to community activist. Do you consider yourself a menace? Or did the streets consider you a menace? And when I say the streets, I don't mean the peers. I mean public opinion.
I don't even think I used the word menace, though. You know, back then we was just getting busy. That's what it was. You know, it really wasn't no labels like menace. We was just, hey, don't go and get out, get busy.
Type shit.
Facts.
So, yeah, I wouldn't consider myself a menace. I did, you know, I ain't did nothing else that ain't nobody else did. Well, some people who haven't done it, but the ones who have, I ain't no different from them. I probably just took it a little bit more serious.
Okay, now you said you took it a little bit more serious. At what age was your introduction to the streets? Like, at what age is your earliest memory where you could say, like, it was volatile, it was hostile, it was aggressive, it was gang culture, it was get money?
Man, listen, I'm just keeping real, bro. I wasn't interested in getting no money when I was gangbanging. I was focused on gangbanging.
Okay.
For real, I wasn't trying to get no money.
Speak up a little bit. They said they can't hear you a little bit.
They can't hear? Can y'all hear me now?
They can hear you, it's just low, but yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in getting no money. I wasn't interested. When I was gangbanging, I was gangbanging. Yeah, we had a little, you know what I'm saying, motherfucking selling halves and ounces of work, but that wasn't, you know what I'm saying. I wasn't thinking about that shit like that. It wasn't. That ain't what it was for me.
You good now?
Did you turn his mic on?
Yeah, he
Can y'all hear me?
All right, we good. Yeah. So run that back. You said when you was out there, you was gangbanging. You wasn't thinking about getting money.
Yeah, I wanted the money. The money.
That's wild to me. You was explain that though, because it's a difference. I tell people all the time, it's a difference between a hustler and a street nigga, aka thug nigga, aka gangbanger nigga. We all from the streets. We all from the element. But some niggas just out here to get money, and then some niggas was out here to be in it.
Right.
So, again, get back into that. You said when you was out there in it, you wasn't thinking about no money.
Yeah, the money wasn't a factor to me. I'm talking about 15, 16 years old. It wasn't a factor to me. I just want the gangbang. And some of them dudes that we was into it with before we got off into that shit for real. You know, it was always Vice Lords and GDs, but we was, you know, we used to come to the South Side and go kick it around them, go fuck with them over there and shit like that. But when it crossed that line, when we got to that age, 15, 16 years old, that's when it was, nigga, you gotta pick a side. It is what it is. Now we ain't cool no more. You know what I'm saying? So.
And you know, back then, a lot of motherfuckers was from the same side. They just moved to different sides and shit.
Yeah.
Facts.
Absolutely.
As a rapper, I dealt with that on a different level too, cause rapping is real competitive, and it's like you would be friends with a nigga one day and enemies tomorrow, all because one of y'all better than the other one. You know what I'm saying? And I always felt like, damn, like why I gotta beef with niggas I grew up with or went to school
Well,
with.
I ain't gonna say we grew up with them. We just had a relationship with them from another side of town. So we'd leave from the north and go to other.
Going to parties, going to family house. You see,
play basketball with these niggas and all
fact.
type of shit like that. And then once it gets to, I'm from over here, y'all from over here. This what it is now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know how to separate relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, just for you know what I'm saying, purposes of the audience, for people watching, the people that don't know you, the followers, the fans, what is your status now, and what did you claim when you was gangbanging?
I was a representative for the Vice Lords.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a representative for the Vice Lords. I ain't got no status now. I'm a dad now.
I feel that.
I feel that to the
I feel
T.
that.
now.
You feel me?
So you was family all over now.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, chill out.
I mean, I'm trying to clear it up for the people, let them know what he was doing, you know, back then when he was younger, you know.
Hey, now you know what?
I still get labeled that though. That's how you know some people don't acknowledge your change though. Some people still want you to be the same person you was. You know what I'm saying?
People have a problem, what I've noticed, celebrating growth.
Okay.
If it's not them,
Let's talk about
that's growing. Perfect example. And we was talking about this a little bit earlier off camera, right? The man, you know, homie will go to jail. He'll do a couple years, you know what I'm saying, do his little bid.
Yeah.
He get out and he come home, and the first thing his peoples do, they put a pack in his hand. They give him the same little street nigga clothes. You know what I'm saying? They trying to put him on some hoes. They ain't asked the nigga not one time how he was feeling. Did he want to get a job?
Yeah.
Did he want to be on the straight and narrow? None of that. It's just straight back to the lifestyle.
Ain't
like
nobody do it for me though. You get what I'm saying? So if I don't get it, where am I learning this from? I don't know to go ask my homeboy, do he want to ride to go to the workforce? I don't know to ask that because ain't nobody ever did it for me. I'm in the same spot I was in 5 years ago when he went to jail. I'm standing on the same corner doing the same shit I was 5 years prior. I haven't grown. How can I expect to help my homeboys? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you fresh home, my nigga, but we gonna put you up on. Listen. I respect the game in all aspects of it, bro. When it comes to this shit,
that's real shit.
I respect the game in all aspects of it. So if a motherfucker gonna do street shit, I'm not knocking nobody for how they move. So me thinking about homeboys who came home from the joint or from the county after a long stretch. You remember back in well, I'm sure they still doing it now. In the county, you sitting in that bitch 2 years fighting the case.
Fact.
So 2 years later, and you ain't had no outside You ain't had no connection with the outside world. I'm putting you back up on the latest shit that you was on. Because I ain't grown. Nigga, we gonna talk about the latest beef. On my mama, I'm finna give you this gun, and I'm finna give you this pack.
And get back to it.
That's what I'm finna do, though.
Damn.
Because I haven't grown. I'm doing, like I just said, I'm doing the same shit I was doing 2 years ago. I haven't elevated at all.
That's
so
deep though. That's real shit. Cause I ain't never think about it like that though. Like we always talk about how men be stagnant, how they be man boys, they in the body of a man but still got the mentality of a boy and shit like that. But like that's real shit. If ain't nobody helping them out of that hole, how the fuck they gonna help you out of that
absolutely.
hole? I feel that. That's real
Man,
shit.
I remember one time, man, one of my homeboys, man, I ain't gonna say his name, but he asked me, it was probably like 17, man. He was like, dog, you got a 5? I never in my life heard of a 5-year plan. Never in my life until I was 17, and I never heard it from an adult. I heard it from somebody who I was in the streets with.
Okay.
And he asked me, dog, what's your 5-year? You got a 5-year plan? What's your 5-year plan? Like, what? Nigga, in the next 5 years, we gonna go over there to the dirty. I want dog. I want him. We gotta get him. I ain't know nothing about that.
Type shit.
But he was, that showed where his mind was at and where my mind was at. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's
That's real
real shit right
shit. Now, how long after that did it take you to come up with your own 5-year plan?
I still didn't come up with one until I went to the joint. I was 17 then. I went to the joint at 25. I went to the joint at 25, bro. So I still ain't know what I wanted to do with myself until it was one of the folks that was in the county. I used to think I was tough as hell. Anywhere I went, I thought I was tough as a bitch. So he was in the county, and he was like, man, you ain't gonna learn your lesson till you go to the joint, man. When I made it to prison, I bumped into him and Dodge. He was like, he never greeted me, never said what's up or nothing. He said, see, I told you. This was 4 or 5 years after he told me that.
Type shit.
So, yeah, man. So my change ain't starting till I went to the joint. I don't even like to say I changed. I changed my thought process. I'm still the same Tyrell as I was in 01, 02. I'm still the same Tyrell. I just moved different. My thought process different.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel
I
that.
feel that.
That's some
Yeah,
real
so-
shit. So now you bring up a good point though, right? Basically, jail helps you change. Prison helps you become better, right?
I can't even say. I can't. No, you good. It was a bug.
Oh.
But no, man, I can't even say jail helped me change, bro. I can't even say that because I was still rebellious. I never liked structure.
Okay.
I ain't never have it. So I did have it with my uncles, with 2 of my uncles, man. They imputed that structure in me and gave me. They dropped plenty jewels, but it took later on in life for me to accept what they was giving me. But
I think a lot of men deal with that though. Like, I think a lot of us got a problem with that authority, with that structure, with listening to motherfuckers. Even if they right,
if we would have got it while we was young, we wouldn't have a problem with it though.
type shit though. You
We
know
ain't
what
get
I'm
it. We ain't get it while we was young.
We didn't get it when we needed it.
We ain't get it from positive male figures. We ain't get it from the males. We ain't get it. You see what I'm rocking? Yeah, this wasn't there like that, bro. It wasn't there. So, no, we getting it from peers. We getting it from single mothers who think they can raise men. Oh, that's how we was
Hold
getting
on,
it.
let's speak on it. Now I'm glad you brought it up and not me, because you know they love to tussle with me. They love to tussle with Poppy. Look,
Let's talk about it.
were you raised by a single mom, a single dad, or a 2-parent household?
Single mom.
Single mom. All right, now answer the question from your point of view and your point of view only. Nobody else's, no generalities. Do Tyrell feel like his mom raised him and taught him how to be a man?
No. My mom, I think, and me and my mom, we had conversations about it. And it's nothing against my mom. What I came to realize is that my parents raised their child how they wanted to raise them. I don't hold nothing against them. That's how they chose to raise me. I don't have to, I'm not gonna let that shit dictate how I raise my kids. I've learned how to deal with that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't hold nothing against them. Whatever foul play I feel like happened when I was a shorty, I let that shit. That's how they wanted to raise me. That's just what it was.
That was them.
So so to answer your question, no, I don't think my mom. Man, my mama was a gangster, my nigga.
Okay.
Like I can't ever say like no peers introduced me to street shit. My mama introduced me to that shit, bro.
Damn.
Swear to God, my mama introduced me to criminal activity. Swear to God, and it sounds crazy. My mama introduced me to that type of shit, bro. It was, yeah, it go deep, bro. For real, it go. Like she ain't put no gun in my hand or no shit like that, but it was other type of robberies and shit that was going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about 7, 8 years old, my nigga. For real, I swear to God, man. Like basically.
So you was like Kane.
Stealing.
You was like
No,
Kane.
basically like
son.
yeah.
You just watching it and seeing it go down and.
No, I was getting instructed to do this, nigga.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it was this shit was.
Damn.
Yeah. But like I said, man,
It's
my
almost
mama.
like you was indoctrinated.
Absolutely.
That's what it was right there.
Absolutely. But guess what, man? I don't hold nothing against my mom. She raised me. Listen, I don't regret shit that I've been through in my life at all. Not one thing. I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't change nothing about nothing that I've been through, because that's who made me me. You know what I'm saying?
If you ain't go down that path, you wouldn't be who you are today.
If I ain't had those experiences, I wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with everything that didn't happen, man. But no, I don't think that if my dad was involved, my dad was on another side of town though. He was on the dirty. That's why you see people on the internet, you know, they crack, the people who know me, they crack their little jokes and say, oh, he from the south side.
Type shit.
They know what it is though. They know what time it is though. They know what time it is. Cause my dad lived on the south side, so on the weekends I go over there and kick with my people and
type
shit like that. Yeah. Yeah.
So, do you have any regrets about the way you was brought up, the way you lived your life up until now?
Nope. No, man. Listen, my mom raised her kid how she wanted to raise, man. Me and my daddy, we got a wonderful relationship now. My daddy he wasn't fucking with me like that when, you know, he was still living his life. You know how that shit be when you, my daddy, man, listen.
No, as a man,
he one of my best friends now, though.
Right,
like, I talked to my daddy about, but it took for me to be 19 years old. I'm already in the streets. I'm already doing this
This is what I tell men that have a situation where they not really in their kids' lives, sons' lives at that early age the way they want to be.
Any child though.
This one right here specifically for men. We gotta have kids one day. We gotta date women one day. Mm-hmm. We gotta go to work one day. We gotta pay bills one day. And one day we gonna look at our dad in a whole different light. Mm-hmm. So don't worry all the time about how you think your kid feel about you. Don't worry all the time about how you think you affecting that kid, because one day that same kid gonna walk in your shoes and they gonna understand why some of the things you did you had to do.
Like what? Give me an example.
Perfect example, like you just said. Your dad was still living his life, right? Mm-hmm. Living his life. Your dad still gotta go to work. Your dad still gotta pay his bills. Your dad still gotta do everything that he gotta do to maintain his lifestyle, right? Mm-hmm. You live with your mom. She got custody of you, and at this point in time, right? Mm-hmm. If he got to pay his bills and do all of that, and he don't necessarily have the time that you think at 9 years old he's supposed to have for you, because you don't know if he got forced overtime or none of that shit. Mm-hmm. You just at 9 years old. Why my dad ain't? You
gonna make time for what's important though. I gotta ouch that one.
That's real.
That I ain't arguing.
Okay.
You gonna make time in general. Okay. That's if you want to do that. I'm saying that's the mind of a child that don't understand adult life. I can't be sitting up here mad at my dad because he had to go to work today. I wanted him to do something with me today.
Absent is different from half stepping though.
Oh no, that's cool.
It's different when you it's different when you half stepping and when you absent though. Now what you saying is a half stepping dad. What I had was an absent father though. You get what I'm saying? My dad, he really wasn't involved like that, man, and that's just what it is. Like me and my dad, we can have conversations about this, and he don't hold no punches, and he man up about it. Like, man, Tyrell, I wasn't what I wanted to be.
That's real.
But guess what he did though? That man made up for his grandkids though.
Man,
he fucked with these grandkids.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad, man.
That's
like he raised his kids how he wanted to raise his kids.
And like you said, that's a different situation. And if he could, even if the fact that he could man up to you. And even admit, you know what? I just wasn't even doing my job, fam.
Yeah, straight up.
Like that's some real,
straight like that.
That's some real shit.
Straight like that, bro.
And that teach you a valuable lesson, though, if you really a receptive person.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us didn't have men in our lives, man, and the men that we did have all the time wasn't the best role models. Like let's just be real about it. A lot of us was raised by single moms.
when the dad leave the household, he take your confidence with him.
Shit. What?
Hold
When
on.
the dad leave the household, he take your male or female.
Elevate that.
Male or female.
Break that down.
You ain't the same person. When your daddy was your daddy in your life?
He was there, but he didn't live with. I wasn't. Yeah, we didn't. I
Was
lived.
he in your life?
Yeah, my dad was in my life.
No,
No.
not at all.
Football game?
Not at all.
Basketball game?
Not at all.
If he would have showed up, how would you would have played?
I would have went wild.
Okay, talk to me then.
I feel what you.
If he,
Okay, okay.
if he came to
I get that.
to the spelling bee,
I get
what would have been different
I
for
get
you?
that. I get
Man,
that.
You get what I'm saying?
study hard, get them-
You get what I'm saying?
I get
If he gave you that motivation, that encouragement, what could you have done or been? You know what I'm saying? What mental trauma would you have overcome? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the daddies, bro. That's the man.
The dad is the motherfucking like foundation. Like without that father,
Structure.
Man,
The
that
structure,
structure.
man. The structure. The mamas, they gonna do the catering and the nurturing, and we supposed to be that structure.
Facts.
But you know, man, listen, my 13-year-old, bro, I still hug my son, tell him I love him. My 16-year-old, I still do the same because I want that balance. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that shit.
I want that balance with my kids, bro. So what I did, I took what my mom and my daddy didn't give me, and I just what the complaints that I would have about that type of shit, the shit that would bother me, I just imputed into my boys and my daughters. They still young though. You know what I'm saying? So
That's real shit, boy.
absolutely.
That's real shit. Hey, look, it's gonna get deep up here tonight.
That's
on with
breaking
it.
generational
feel
curse
me?
right there.
Come on with
It's
it,
gonna
man.
get deep up here tonight. I like that. I like that.
It's about to get super spicy.
Well, come on then.
Now look, we're gonna go back a little bit.
Okay.
Since you've been on the other side, how important to you is your freedom these days?
How important is my freedom? It depends on the situation for me though. It depends on the situation. Like I said, I respect the game, and I don't want nobody to think that that I'm just I'm holier than thou, or because I'm still not. I still don't. You gonna respect me as a man? I'm not tolerating certain shit. I'm still not gonna tolerate certain shit. People, niggas hate. They will do this right here. They will poke the bear. They will poke the bear, and then when you react, it's I thought he was on some positive shit.
Facts.
Oh,
Type
you
shit.
can't. No, but you
That's
listen.
real shit.
The reason why you say that is because you really hating on me in real life.
Facts.
You really hating on me, and you want me to get out of my character.
Facts.
But you don't understand that I fuck with these kids. I don't play with no grown people at all, bro. I'm not disrespecting anybody, but I'm not gonna tolerate it either. But I know how to come with a conversation. Conversations change with individuals when you talking with them face to face or one on one.
Man.
When we talking one on one, hey bro, come holler at me right quick, man. What was that shit? What happened with that? What was that about? Who up the band? Let's get some dialogue going here. Now, if it's God's will, we ain't gonna take it no further than a conversation. But my freedom, I want to make it home to my kids by any means necessary. Every night, bro. Every single night. So, however somebody want to put that, that's just what it is. Like and I respect the game. Like, man, I still think about shit that I done did just because y'all seeing Ty Davis and Tyrell Davis, bro, who doing this in the community. I still did shit to people back in the day, bro. They got the right to come back and do whatever they want to do. Just because I'm changed, he ain't changed, bro. That nigga still in the streets.
Yeah.
He still moving how he moving. He don't gotta respect the game for me. So I respect the game.
Facts.
I respect the game, bro. Man, I swear to God, I still move with certain shit like I'm in the streets, bro. I still circle blocks before I go home. I still want to sit in restaurants with my back to the wall so I can see what's going on. Bro, I respect the game in any way that it comes. This shit that these shorties got going on, man, listen. That disrespecting the dead, I don't like it, but I respect the game, bro.
Cause that's
That's
what it
they
is.
that's they
That's
way.
their world.
That's
That's
their
their
way,
world.
bro.
Yeah, I don't move
That's
around.
their way. Listen,
I don't understand it, but that's their world.
But they say beef. They say what? Beef die down, it don't die.
No,
You feel?
beef is never squashed. It just die down sometimes.
Facts.
You understand me? So I listen, man, listen. And however individuals choose to live their life and move, bro, I respect it. Long as it ain't no disrespect involved. I respect certain shit. I respect the game, but the fucked up parts I don't respect. I just, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I'll give you an example. When niggas get on the internet and they doing all this.
All that trolling shit, all that tough.
Yeah, they talking about the dead. They talking about this nigga who just got shot from either side of town. I really don't care what side of town it's from.
Right.
But then y'all go home and lay in y'all bed and rub y'all feet together, but then y'all blocks getting fucked up behind what you just said on the internet and you ain't out there. I don't respect that.
Me,
You know what I'm saying? I don't respect that. So it's certain shit that I respect the game and all aspects that come with it.
Do you
but
feel
I don't
like,
respect that type of
okay,
shit.
check this out, right? This is my thing. The structure behind it all, right?
Ain't no structure.
But see, that's my problem with it. Okay,
Used
this is
to
my
be.
question. This is my question. And you just said it ain't no structure, but like this is my thing. If I'm out here and I know I'm putting in work, however that work may go, and then I got my homie over here that really ain't about that, but he homie, he with the squad by
Okay.
Association.
whatever,
Okay.
but he the one that's on the internet doing that and going home and rubbing his feet together.
Okay. You pull that nigga coattail.
And that's what I'm saying though.
Yeah, you
so
pull his coattail.
why is these young niggas like? I know every last one of these
No,
niggas
because
that's on
no, they not. I already know where you're going with it. No, they not. I just made a post about this about my homeboys. This was my post the other day. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I'm not riding. You my nigga.
right.
What we say? I'm riding with my nigga, rather he right or wrong.
Right or wrong.
No,
Nah.
I'm not doing that lame ass shit no more. That shit. But my niggas, they don't need nobody. We everybody who are kicking around, they thinkers, bro. They move with integrity. My boys move with integrity. Y'all ain't gonna see Mace on there disrespecting nobody, bro.
Facts.
Y'all ain't gonna see Donnie disrespect because my niggas move with integrity. But if it come to them, then it go like that. But if they do something foul and bogus, I'm not riding with that. I'm pulling my niggas coattail like, bro, you gotta stand on that, my nigga. The same way how they gonna do me, bro. We not tolerating that type of shit, bro. No, why am I encouraging you to do? Hold on, wait. So let's get this straight. So I don't like what you doing, right? I'm riding with you whether you right or wrong. You just did some foul shit. I'm finna ride with you after you just did this foul shit that I already disagree with. I already disagree with the foul shit that you did, but I'm still finna ride with you and go to jail for some shit that I don't even agree with. That don't even make no fucking sense.
Don't make no sense.
How do that make sense, my nigga?
Don't make no sense.
Not at all.
But you
I'm
know,
not encouraging or honoring shit that my homeboys do if it's foul. But we check ourselves though. We check each other though. You know what I'm saying? Donnie, my homeboy, called me this morning and checked me about some shit that he ain't like that I did. And we talked about it and we moved on. You know
That's
what I'm
how it
saying?
should be.
Yeah. You got the right to pull my coattail about something.
But you
That's how it be when you ain't the smartest man in the room though. When you ain't trying to be the smartest man in the room, when you can accept correction, then that's how shit move for you. So, you know?
That's a man though.
Absolutely. And I appreciate my friends. Like I value my friends.
no,
the
I
friends
feel you
that I got.
on that. It's only a handful of motherfuckers that move like that in reality. And to have people like that in your circle is the best kind of circle to have. Because
Sir.
when you got yes men around you, you'll end up in a lot of fucked up situations.
Man,
Bad
what?
investments, bad relationship advice. Just
Even individuals, man, who just on go all the time. Man. I don't like being around niggas
They
who
ain't
always on
thinkers.
go.
They ain't
I don't
thinkers.
like TTG niggas no more, man. I used to love that shit. Like on my mama, he could get in the car with me. He ready.
he ready.
Yeah, he ready. I don't want none of that now. I don't want to be around that shit. I want the lamest laid back. I want the motherfuckers around me who harmless on my life, unless you are being violated in some way, shape, or form. That's it, bro.
Type shit.
You gotta be around motherfuckers that's trying to elevate.
Absolutely.
Cause that's gonna rub off on you.
Absolutely.
They say whatever room you in, shit, that's the room. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who you gonna be. And I used to think differently when I was in I did 2 years and then I went to boot camp and I did this AODA program and whatnot. And I'm like, the lady was like, yeah, whoever you associate with, that's who you gonna be. Like, or that's who you gonna be. I'm like, man, you got me fucked up. Like, I know niggas that don't smoke, don't drink, don't do nothing. And like you said, after that 2 years, I get out, and guess what them niggas doing?
Same shit they was doing before you went to jail.
Man, same shit. And now the niggas smoking and drinking. So I'm like, damn. So I guess, you know, in a way she was right. And it hurt me to even agree with it in my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like right then and there, like, damn.
Pride of motherfucker, man.
Well, I tell you.
So let's talk about it, man. Pride. How a lot of motherfuckers say pride is bad. How important to you as a man is your pride?
Pride get niggas
sent to where they at right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going off principles, bro. We going off guidelines, man. You got it's certain shit, it's boundaries that you can't cross. So I ain't really drawing off no pride. Like, you know, the emotional prideful niggas, them the ones who dead or in jail, bro. You know, they ain't mentally respond before they emotionally react. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that one again, cause
go ahead and get it
a lot of them ain't mentally responding before they emotionally reacting. So
Facts.
you know,
Facts.
we just that shit. This the craziest shit ever, bro. Niggas listen to Drake and go 0 to 100. Listen to this though. Niggas go 0 to 100 and they clap their hands like this. Who goes 0 to 100? Emotional women, bro. Who clap their hands like this when they talking, when they mad? Come on, bro. Niggas is turning into females, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
Bitches. Niggas
Yeah,
But you
bro.
gotta think about it. A lot of niggas they brought up about what?
No, but okay, but now
There's a difference from the back in the day into now.
But it's some individuals who don't move like that though. It's individuals who ain't moving like that though. Who been brought up with okay.
What do you think it is? Like, no, that's the thing. What do you think it is? Like, we are, okay, here's the thing. Everybody got emotions. Men have emotions too. But moving off of emotions is a completely different
It's a
thing.
female trait.
And that's what we talking about. Moving off emotions. What the fuck do you think it is that make a man start to move off of emotions to the point where it's like it's becoming a detriment to his life, his situation? Like,
What do I think? Say it again.
make a man start moving off emotions to the point where it's becoming a detriment to who he is as a
Man,
person.
that's probably one I really can't answer for you. What makes him move off of impulse? He don't got no structure. He not structured right, bro. That's it, man. Listen, I was always a thinker, man. If it's people on here on this live or whatever that know me from back in the day, I was always the thinker with how I moved. I was always leading the pack. I was always like I wasn't the follower. I ain't gonna say I was leading the pack, but I wasn't the follower. All you know what I'm saying? Everybody had their own mind, but
No, I know.
I would go my own way and do my own thing how I wanted to do it. And I always was strategic about how I moved. So I ain't ever drew off of emotion. But it also got to do with my mommy issues too, though. You know what I'm saying? So if I ain't got feelings toward certain shit, like I can just bypass shit. And I'm like, man, like it's
That's real shit,
certain shit. It's like, man, I ain't even get this at home. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Type shit.
you know what I'm saying? So I learned how to move with just being kind of like cold-hearted with shit. You know what I'm saying?
Detached.
Absolutely. That's the word.
It's detachment.
There you go.
A lot of men cope with detachment issues because of certain shit, like you said, mommy issues, past traumas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit that we dealt with growing up. As men, we don't really have them outlets that.
I got a question.
What's
I'm
up?
sorry, pardon the body,
Go
bro.
ahead.
How is it a female can make a man madder than another man can?
Say it again.
How is it that this woman right here can make you more upset than this man who just violated and disrespected you?
I feel like because women have a way of getting inside you.
They know your buttons.
They get inside you. They like a woman that you deal with, like a woman that you are intimate with. We ain't gonna speak on no random shit because
Okay.
I don't understand niggas that just be on random
I'll
shit
check
with
it.
females. But if you like fuck with this woman, she know you. She know you. She know you was beefing with this nigga. She know this nigga.
Ouch.
She know this nigga wanna fuck her, and you don't like that nigga.
Guess what? So at what point do you let a woman be a woman? That's my first question. At what point do we allow a woman to be a woman? She gonna do it. She gonna do if she gonna do it.
No,
Let's
she
talk
no.
about it.
Okay.
I'm
So hold
all
on.
for letting a woman be a
Wait.
woman.
So I grew up in a household where I watched my mom catch the short end of the stick by men. So we ain't arguing. So I don't understand how we allow that type of shit to happen. Where we ain't even finna argue, bro. I'm gonna sit down. We're gonna talk calm. I'm gonna get you mentally though. I'm gonna fuck you up intellectually, and we gonna be done talking about it. Once I say what I said, it's like you texting me. I'm blocking you already.
I think with some men, they it's the ego. A lot of people in general, but men more so, like ego is different from pride. The ego is like it's something that it's inside of us, and we live in that place where we have to have certain type of gratification.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? When you arguing with a motherfucker, especially with a female, and I know this because I'm an arguer, so I can speak about it. Like I'm really an argumentative motherfucker.
Okay.
So it's like my ego, I gotta fucking win. I gotta prove, and especially if I know I'm right.
So what if she hit you with the? All right, you got it.
If a female hit me with the, hold on.
They do that?
If a female hit me with the alright, I got it, I'ma be.
You gonna be madder than what you was if she ain't arguing.
Nah, I ain't gonna be mad. I'm gonna be fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna
I
be.
never heard that one.
Yeah.
Fuck you, mean I got it? Nah, you know what? I'm cool. I ain't even.
Yeah. You got it though.
Who the fuck you been talking to? That's what I want to know. Who the fuck you been talking to?
Tyrell?
When you start looking at, you know what I'm saying? When you start coming like this, fuck you mean? Hold on.
Yeah,
But nah, though, I ain't gonna lie though. I met some women. I appreciate the good. I ain't gonna say the good women. I appreciate the women that know how to effectively communicate. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really a space where motherfuckers gotta have within their relationship, friendships as well, where you can communicate with a motherfucker and it don't turn into an argument. A motherfucker don't feel like you judging them or attacking them. Because sometimes you can come at a motherfucker with a complaint or whatever the case may be. I'ma just straight out a complaint, because that's what it is. Why else would you be coming to them? And then they take it and turn it into something completely different. Then you didn't have.
But sometimes it can be because you want to groom them though. I don't want. Listen, when I deal with women, bro. When I deal with women, when you leave from me, you gonna have something more than what you came out of mentally though.
Fact.
You got to, or I ain't do my job. I got to take you to the next level mentally, or I didn't do my job. So I'm not complaining about nothing. I'm not complaining about shit. I'm not nagging, because now you throwing female words out there that's kind of meaning bitch in another way. You get what I'm saying? You saying complaining and nagging, and that's what bitches do. Like, no, I ain't complaining and nagging. I'm pulling your coattails. I'm correcting you. I'm correcting your fucked up behavior.
Yeah.
Because who's to say that the last nigga that you was with did it though? How do you know he might be okay with the way that a motherfucker talk, calling him bitches and doing all that? He might be okay with that.
I ain't that type of nigga. I'm like that man, nigga, whatever the fuck you want to call me in the moment that we arguing regardless. I ain't him. And I feel you on that.
But you know what? I feel like in that case, Shorty ain't got no respect for that man. Cause ain't no way if she really respect the man, she ain't finna be calling them bitches. She ain't finna.
She might not got no respect for herself in the sense of knowing how to effectively communicate.
Is it a difference? I'm just asking.
What if you ain't that type of nigga? What if you ain't that type of nigga though?
Like me, we don't
What
do
if
no
you not
disrespect.
calling her no bitches?
Yeah, we ain't
If
doing
I
no
get to
type of
that point
disrespect.
calling you bitches, I ain't got no respect for you. It's like that. It's cause it's up there now. Like bitch, like it is what it is.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? But that is me being disrespectful though. Straight up.
Hold on, wait. You had a look on your face. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm just saying like nah.
No, what you gonna say?
Nah, cause it's like I feel like we all get to that point sometime where we get mad enough to say some shit. It don't.
That's because we don't mentally respond before we emotionally react.
I feel like even with that, I feel like no matter how patient you is with a person, if you dealing with a motherfucker,
if you a thinker, bro, you can outthink that whole argument, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
Well, so listen, I can when I'm in the room, I can scan the room and see where the bullshit at. I don't want to go to that side where the bullshit at. So if I already know it's tension in this motherfucker, I already know what to avoid and how to navigate through this shit. I'm already thinking it. When you move, I'm watching your body language. On my mama, I'm watching your body language. We get somewhere, me and you talking face to face, and we standing face to face, and it's a heated conversation, and I get to pulling up my pants. What that mean?
I know what it is.
Or hold on, wait, I'm moving my feet. What that mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we finna get busy.
I already know.
So what's the difference between a woman walking through the motherfucking house, walking past you, not saying nothing, huffing and puffing and doing that?
Type shit.
No, we just neglected to see the signs, bro. We ain't paying attention to the detail. But I'm paying attention though. So I'm already gonna know. So I'm gonna avoid the conversation all the way because I don't want to get into it, or we gonna get right to the meat of it and we gonna talk about it. And after I say what I'm saying, and you saying what you saying, then it is what it is, bro.
Right, I ain't gonna keep going.
I don't. So the moral of the story is, when I'm dealing with women, I don't know how to get emotional, and that could be a bad thing too, though.
Hold on, but
man, that's deep.
That
That's how I feel, bro.
That ain't necessarily not necessarily getting emotional. You explained yourself. Your explanation comes from a place of your emotions, how you feel about the situation. Okay. But what you just said though, I said what I said. She said what she said. So you feel like
you can
ain't
agree
no
to disagree.
Ain't no point for no back and forth.
You can agree. On my mama, listen, because if you're not gonna get it, I can't make you get it, bro. I can't make you. You just not able to receive this message right now. It might take you 2 or 3 years for the next motherfucker to give you this message for you to receive it. You ain't ready to receive it right now. That's cool. We gonna leave it alone. But now I just take a mental note of it though. I just take a mental note, and that's what it is, bro.
You know what, man?
That's
like
real
I feel exactly what you said. You know, because sometimes it be hard for me to connect on that emotional side. Like it ain't me, and I be trying and shit, but it just ain't me and shit. Cause when a motherfucker do something to me, I know how to just cut it right then and there. Like that's it, that's all. Like I ain't even finna keep doing it with you. Like a motherfucker going back and forth, like steady arguing. We had this conversation already. We gotta move forward.
Now if it's a conversation and we having dialogue and we having healthy dialogue where we just talking, I'm doing that, but I ain't doing no arguing.
But the key word
I don't want to let the viewers think that I'm just gonna shut down or no, it ain't that. It's just that we're gonna have healthy dialogue or we ain't gonna have.
Or we ain't gonna have
you know
no
what I'm saying?
dialogue.
Yeah,
that's the key word though.
Yeah.
He said healthy dialogue.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's the key. Healthy.
Yeah, and that's, man, look, a lot of people got triggers. A lot of people got emotional responses to things, and it's hard to have conversations sometimes when you're dealing with people that don't necessarily understand where you're trying to go with the conversation from their level of comprehension. You can stop a conversation and come back later.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Come back to that motherfucker with a clear head, no arguing, no yelling.
Or you could not start the conversation in the beginning and let a motherfucker go ahead and get that.
Fuck wrong with him. He said, you know what?
Yeah. You could wait. We ain't even got to start the conversation. Go ahead, calm down for if somebody say something that we don't mean to say, and then we'll be apologizing for some shit that we ain't mean to say. You know what I'm saying? Nah, let's just go ahead. We can walk away and come back.
I mean to say anything.
I ain't gonna lie. One thing about a female, man, she know how to cut a motherfucker. Like she know certain things to throw at you.
That's why I said
That's a snake though. That ain't no. That
Man, what?
Because you've been holding this type of shit to, you know what I'm saying? You've been holding on to that type of shit.
Whoa.
That's the type of shit that's the type of shit that your homeboys do when they really when they try to throw something in as a joke. They want to throw it in as a joke, but it's a serious type of
That's how I fell out with a nigga like that. Motherfucker got to playing them games. Like, bro, we ain't gonna play them games, bro. You might as well stay on your side, my nigga, because I already see what it is.
Yeah.
I can see through the bullshit. You ain't finna play me off like that. And motherfuckers think they be steps ahead of you, but really be behind you.
I think that's real live. That you basically sleeping with the enemy when shit like that go on. You got all these problems that you have toward me. You got a grocery list full of issues that you got toward me. But we don't address the issues. You go tell your friend. Now she gonna stop liking me, but me and you gonna get up our issues though. You gonna forgive me, but now she don't like me though.
Type shit.
Or the family don't like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can cause the whole situation.
Absolutely.
So let's switch gears, man. Look, let's get it back into the meat of it, bro. We all grow from our experiences, right? So as you became a man, you know what I'm saying, you like changed your whole outlook on certain things. You start doing things a little different. You start reaching out into the community more and trying to be of more service to your people.
Okay.
Let's talk a little bit about that. Like, what brought forth that type of change?
It started when I went to the joint, bro. On my life, I used to think like, man, I polluted and did the most around this bitch, bro. Every side of town. Can't no motherfucker say I didn't do nothing. On here, out there, nothing, bro.
Okay.
Like you can't say I ain't touched that motherfucker in some way, shape, or form. And I was thinking like, bro, I got a son now. My son, when I went to jail 2007, that was I was having my first son. So that's when I dropped my flags. Like, man, this vice lord shit ain't cut my grandma grass or bring my son to visit. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I left that alone. But I was still doing street shit though. I still want to get busy. Just because I ain't vice lord don't mean I'm not finna get busy behind this shit though. That y'all we ain't letting that go. So it took for me to go to the joint though, bro, to get my shit together. I used to sit down and write my shit, bro. I used to sit down and write. Grab me notepad, bro, and just write down all my goals, everything I wanted to do. I sit at the table and do that, play Scrabble. Like, I ain't indulging in the conversations that's going on about the shit that's going on in the hood. I'm zoned in, bro. So it started when I was in a joint, and my distractions from the joint came with I was a whole rat. I didn't like structure. So I'm cussing the COs out. So now I'm in a comfortable, and I'm comfortable where I'm at in the
Right.
joint. You know what I'm saying? So I'm that motherfucker who talking about, man, y'all can send me anywhere y'all want to in this bitch. My time still, I ain't got life. Send me up top. Like we gon' like, but when I had that, man, like that shit. So it started while I was in the joint.
Type shit.
But when I was in SEG, bro,
Yeah.
I did 5.5 months in segregation, bro. That was the most peaceful time ever out of my whole 2 years in jail. When I was in segregation for that long time with no TV, on my mama, bro. They took the mirror out of my cell, bro. They put me in a crank tank around motherfuckers who wiping shit on the wall and screaming nigger, nigger, nigger all day.
They was trying to break
But
you.
guess what? On my mama, bro, that's when I zoned in. That's when I came up with all the shit that I came home doing.
Yeah.
Got up with Coach Carter and Zaki Dar, man. Them brothers, I swear to God, man. Focus on fathers. Well, it was Daddy Day Out then, but it wouldn't have been nothing without Zaki and Coach Carter. And me and Coach Carter, we had the conversation. I told him what I wanted to do as far as Daddy Day Out, man. Coach, I want to do something where we can get these dads and their kids together for once a year. He said once a year. We're gonna do this once a month. So that's where the once a month came in at. You know what I'm saying? And just getting back in the community, bro. That all started from me having everything. Bro, I did everything. I can honestly say that I did everything that I had written down when I was in prison. I did everything in the first 5-6 years of me being home, bro.
You know what?
Everything.
I seen like, you know, I seen you when you had got out and whatnot. I seen like you was going around. You was like real thick on the community, like like giving back to the community and
Absolutely.
whatnot. I even seen you out there. You was you did the whole cleaning up the community. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Giving
Absolutely.
back. I'm like, damn. You know, I seen that. I'm like, damn. Like, shit. That's
Bro,
that's
you
not
see
real.
how many,
Cleaning up the
you see how many people, how many followers I had behind that? Not social media followers.
Oh,
but-
no, I
but
seen it,
individuals
yeah.
in the community that was with it, because everybody want to be a part of something, bro.
On me.
Everybody want to be a part of something. So, you know, that was the wave, man. And times change though. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Mindsets change. So some of them kids that was growing up, that was around, that was young when that was going on, when they got older, it wasn't too much of that. Like that. You know, y'all seen it. I don't know if y'all even seen it, but the car wash I had for them when they was, you know, when the two sides was feuding, man, like it wasn't no bloodshed then.
Right.
Now I can't do that shit.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's different right now.
I can't go get. It's been too much bloodshed, but I respect the game though, so I wouldn't even try. But and my focus now is not middle school and high school no more. I don't even want to focus on that no more because a lot of them got their minds made up. One, and then two, we can name 5 or 6 people, positive, community activists, right now, off the top of our heads, that deal with middle school and high school. We can't name one who deal with elementary.
Damn.
So
That's
what
real
about the
shit.
people who looking up to this? What about the little boy who looking up to this 6th, 7th, 8th grader? What about him?
Yeah.
So if we had more individuals that was catching them while they in 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, right now he dealing with 5 or 6 of these young individuals who look like they can be heading in that direction. Everybody want to do intervention. Fuck intervention. Let's do prevention.
Facts.
Why ain't nobody catching the prevention side of it? So if we can catch
'Cause there's more
2nd,
money in
3rd,
intervention.
4th, 5th graders, right?
Catch 'em early.
Now I catch them right now, right? And you catch them 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and you showing the positivity, and he catch them high school.
Yeah.
On my mama, they done had 3 positive male role models, and we kept an eye on them this whole time, bro. We ain't got that. So that's where I'm focused on elementary now. I don't even want to deal with no.
Nah, I feel
You know what? I want to take it back. Damn, I'm trying to think what they was called. Like it was years ago. You know, motherfuckers was shorties.
Gang
It was
diversion.
Like gang diversion.
Yeah.
And you know what? You just made me think about that because they really did step in more like when you was in the middle school, high school.
Yeah.
But nobody ever stepped in